Welcome back, everybody, to episode 53. Today's a brand new day, and, well, to be honest, my last session was very disappointing, and I was very unsatisfied with the result. This has a couple of different reasons. First of all, I wanted to practice to get rid of my waypoint scouting and, in general, just improve the mechanics of my game. And it just turned out in a way that I couldn't really do it because I always got either weird civs, really one-sided civ matchups, or just not the maps which allowed for that. So I think how I'm going to start off this session right now is by simply going back to practice mode. I hope this is not too boring for you, but let me just share my thoughts, because I think I really need to get these mechanics straight, and probably in the next video I'm going to try out something very new on this channel. But first of all, I want to refresh the main build orders that I'm using with Cicero's build order guide, once again, as I've done a couple of times already now on this channel, starting maybe with 21 pop scouts. And what I want to do this time is, in fact, not use waypoint scouting. And so here we go. I think this is in general not only about not using waypoint scouting, but moreover it's about oh, what's this? Oh, this happened to me yesterday already, so let me see why my monitor keeps dropping out. I think just got rid of one extra connection in my monitor, so maybe that helps. So my reasoning behind this is that I do want to get used to spending more time looking at my military than at my own eco, so that doing little things in the eco becomes second nature, and does not require me to look at it for too long, because I feel at the moment when I'm reviewing my own games, it just strikes me as surprisingly, or the time I spend looking at my ecos strikes me as surprisingly long for the things that I do in my economy, actually. So just fixing a couple of little things takes too much of my attention, and I'd rather want to look at my army, in this case my scout. So that's the reasoning behind it, and of course a bit of more efficient scouting in the Dark Age, but in general I just try to make it so that the build orders become rather second nature, and that my focus can be on my military.
Send your next villager to lure the boar, then add one more villager to shoot.
So that's all the reasoning behind it, and I wanted to do it already. I wanted to put it to practice in the last games, but I think this is such a major change to my gameplay mechanically, that I can't just do it overnight, and I feel like this session is required for me to get rid of this bad habit. I honestly wished I wouldn't have got into the habit in first place, well, but I did, so I can't change that right now anymore. I'm still not too certain about how far I actually do have to click these vills when I'm how far I do have to click my army, or in this case my scout, when I'm moving it away and I need time to do something else. See, that was too much actions I did in my own base, so it took me so much time my scout went idle, and that's what I want to avoid in the future.
Also move 2 villagers from the boar to build farms.
Yeah, shall I really build 2 farms already now that I still have sheep? Don't really know about it, to be honest. I think I'm just gonna
The rest to wood.
stay away from it right now. I think I might need a mod which makes my berries smaller though. I think this could be very useful. And this is 21 pop.
Make a second lumber camp with the
Why do these vills keep just doing the most stupid things they can
research
possibly
loom,
do?
and then click feudal with 21 population.
So do I really need 2 Dark Age farms? I mean, why not? If the build order tells me to. There will be some reasoning behind it.
Now move more villagers to wood, so that you have 5 on each lumber camp.
Maybe I will need 2 Dark Age farms so it works out. So, yeah. Oh, Scout is idle. That's what I wanted to avoid. See, like in these cases, I usually just shift click, spam click my Scout all over the map to scout something where I think the TC, for example, is not. Oh, sorry.
Now build the
Don't know
barracks
what was that. Trying to not let my Scout die under the enemy TC, but still find it though. And yeah, it would be a better habit to scout that manually. For example, seeing this wood line, scout around it, and making sure I don't have my Scout die. But all these are some really major mechanical changes to my gameplay. So I really think it doesn't come overnight. It might just rather come over time.
2 villagers, and research both double bit axe and horsepower.
Oh, it's just one.
Add farms with the villagers around the
One
center
wood missing.
every time you have 60 wood. Now start making scouts.
So now this drastically changes the pace of the game, I feel. So now once I reach feudal, I actually do have to play a lot faster instantly. And now I usually tend to group up my scouts with the hotkey of selecting all military, which I think is a really bad habit. I definitely need to get rid of. Well, I'd rather do this now, all idle military, but select them, have them come into one place. And this is bad. Like, not constant scout production will definitely already get me a bad grade in this scenario. I'd rather need to queue up a scout than a vill, so the scenario is happy. But I also need to queue up vills. Okay, maybe I need the Dark Age farms earlier. Maybe I just group them up now. So I have 4 scouts, which usually is a very good attacking, raiding force. I'm only 15, I just need 1 more on farm and then I can concentrate on gold. Wow. So, I mean, I don't even have an enemy. I'm just trying to have my focus on my military, and it strikes me as very difficult.
Also move a couple of your villagers with berries to build new farms.
I think I already... No, this is bad. I already built one farm too much. Yeah, 17 is one. I actually just wanted 16, but let's see if that's technically okay. Don't know if I really was late for the food because I made the dark age farms a little bit later, but it's actually possible. Don't know. It's another stable. I wanted it to be a blacksmith. Okay.
If you have enough villagers on gold, research wheelbarrow.
Yeah, for instance, now I think I have really not watched my scouts thoroughly enough. And I do want to click up after that, Vil. I'm floating some wood and I can use that to wall. Yeah, it could actually be enough to click up then. Yeah, so I think I only got a B because I refused to make the Dark Age farms, but I should have really done it. Because for the sake of this tutorial, it's really more important to get the, for the grading of this tutorial, it's really more important to get the scouts out fast than have villager production constantly going. But the main thing is I want to mechanically learn how to not use waypoint scouting and rather stick with my army focus. As I can tell from my scouting, I actually was able to discover a little bit more of the map than I was able to do without this new habit. So I'm just going to try it out with the next build order. I think I can basically skip the 2-range archer build order because it's simply not viable in a 1v1 game. So I'd rather just try the man-at-arms archer build with the same approach.
Build 2 houses. Then send your first 6 villagers to sheep.
So no waypoint scouting with my scout. This time scouting around here. I don't know, that might artificially increase the APM quite a lot, just while clicking all that stuff. But I try to react to the villager has been created sound.
The next 4 villagers to wood.
Go back to my TC, make the adjustments I need to make, and then basically jump back to my military right away. That's what I want to try to do now. And what I've also come to the realization that I need to practice how to control 2 armies at once, because I usually try to force the game into a direction, or at least shape the gameplay in a way that I'd rather have 1 army in 1 space, because it's more it's just easier for me to control that. But I have the feeling that this is strategically sometimes just not the right choice, and I need it rather to have a defensive and an attacking force at the same time. I just lack the army control to do that, because I don't look at my army enough. rather look at my own village and try to make sure my eco is working, but I'm not actually clicking enough stuff, so I'm rather just watching my eco, and I need to get rid of this habit because technically there would be enough time to. Now this boar is exactly where I want it to be. Pretty happy with this one. Don't need a force drop yet because I still have 2 in the queue. Nice. And since I'm doing this with the less waypoint scouting on my scout, actually leads me to finding even these 2 hidden sheep I usually can't really find that easily. That was a pretty close call force drop.
Now use one of your villagers underneath the town center to lure the second boar.
Again, you want again. Oh, that was a bad force drop. See, that was very inefficient.
Villagers to gather food under the town center.
I wonder if I watch back at the first couple of videos in this series. Oh, don't stand still there. Nah, I just rather get it and shoot. Oh, no, come on, misclick. Really bad misclick. That's ugly. Okay, let's see if that completely messes up my tutorial. What I wanted, my video, what I wanted to say is that I'm really curious to see how the actual mechanic gameplay looks compared to the ones of the start of the series.
Now the last 2 villagers should go to gold.
Now at least I have space underneath my TC to sort things out properly. No, this is wrong. It needs to be a barracks. This needs to be this, and this needs to be a house after as
Now
well.
research looms and then click feudal with 22 population.
So a little bit of a catastrophe start. Yeah, if I need to force drop, regardless of getting an A+ right now, this is actually doomed to not work out anymore. Okay, so I think I need to make the farms before I actually do get the second lumber camp down. That's the order of things. That's the correct order to do things, to approach things. Now I would technically be scouting for my enemy. And once I seem to have 100, about 100 wood in the bank again, I just send them towards a wood line, for example now. Let's pretend he is in the top corner. My enemy would be in the top corner. Yeah, so I really have the feeling this is a more advanced build than the actual scout build order. Wow, it worked out this time. Can barely believe it. That's cool. So probably it was not even too bad to have the scout the ball placement so messed up. It was probably even more important to not wildly force drop all the time. So now I'm need to go up to 6 farms while I'm still trying to control this military.
Villagers on gold. The next villagers should all go to farm.
So I would be clicking a villager with these. And now I have 6 farms, so now I can invest into a blacksmith. Yeah, I have these, for example, attack here, have the scout go back. Whew. It's hard to imagine an enemy right now, but now I need the blacksmith, and I can get it next to the wood line. I think that's enough houses for for feudal age. Oh, I used a waypoint. I think at this point I should actually make those control group 2, ungarrison these, make those control group 1, and start to move out, because I'm going to have fletching in just a second. So I have these attack a villager, and have these being microed behind. Oh, this is so hard to do, by the way, for me.
Now reset wheelbarrow and start moving villagers to make new farms.
Don't know why I'm supposed to research wheelbarrow so early, though. I think I've heard pros say it's better not to even make wheelbarrow in an archer build, because you don't see too many farms. But for me personally, it seems to... Oh yeah, I probably was late on the archer production. See, I made this... I already had this house finished when I was just starting the archer production, so that's probably why I got a bad grade on this. 14... Too focused on my man-at-arms. Micro in this respect, like it was not even micro, it was, I don't know, I didn't do anything. Okay, 35 farms. I do have wheelbarrow now queued up, that should be nice. And now I think I'm just gonna regroup these archers and have control group 2, take something else. Okay, I'm missing an archer. Now I use select all military hotkey. Try to get them together here, try to get those together here. And then I should probably get down the second range already. Yeah, need one more ville, at least. Probably even 2 more vills. Now 1 vill should do. Now I have wheelbarrow in. Hopefully. Hopefully that's true. No. I try. A bit ambitious. Yeah, okay, I was late with collecting everything. That's bad. Oh, come on, not again. Not again, 7.99. Oh, for real? Okay, come on. Horrible. I just needed to make 1 more vill, and then it would have been fine. Yeah. So as you can see, I'm still struggling with the army control, and this is not too good. Don't know if I should redo it, actually, but... Well, that's the mechanic idea. I think it will just come over time. I think I don't really need to force to make these scenarios work in an A+ fashion. Because what I want to focus on is looking more at my military and less at my village. And if I try to chase grade A+ or grade A at least, I will probably look way less at my military than at my eco, and that's exactly what I want to avoid, because I think my macro, if I focus on it, is kind of okay-ish, but my army control is really lagging behind. And yeah, that's what I need to work on more, I think. But let me know in the comments what you think. So that was my practice session, and now let's try out something I haven't done in this channel. So see you next video.